Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome to a classic game from my childhood, done by Bullfrog Productions, which is unfortunately no longer active, but they made a really good game many years back in '97, and I am so happy I get to play this for you guys today, because I didn't expect I was ever going to be able to play it with modern day computers, but Origin was actually having a on the house sale for this game, and I had to pick it up and play it for you guys. It actually kind of works into the Halloween season as well, but this is Dungeon Keeper, and I still actually have my old disc right here. This baby, I played hours upon hours when I was younger. This game is just absolutely great. It's a strategy game of some kind. We'll get into it in a bit after this cutscene. Obviously, yeah, the graphics are a bit dated now. Probably a few glitches here or there. I'm not quite sure, but I am so happy that I get to play this. The nostalgia train is very high right now. Just seeing this cinematic is just like, oh my god. Oh man, it actually did get a sequel to this, but I don't think it was as good, and I think everyone knows about the disaster of the mobile game version, where it like took all day just to break a single rock or something like that. So it hasn't exactly had a great follow-up afterwards, but nonetheless, this is a classic, and it's awesome, and I can't wait to play it. Yeah, we're gonna expect a few little glitches here or there with that. I'd also suggest probably downloading DOSBox if you want to try playing this as well, even if you have it on Origin. But let's actually just get started on the game.
Ever smile.
Oh, that voice.
Set in the realm of joy. The people of Eversmile are plagued only by aching facial muscles, and not anthrax as we had hoped.
Aww.
Eversmile is a disgusting land of good humor and polite frivolity.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of playing around with this. The mouse sensitivity is a little high on this. I might have to... Let me just lower the mouse sensitivity a little bit here. Alright, basically the whole purpose of this game is Dungeon Keeper, essentially. You are a dungeon keeper. You are essentially the bad guy of this world of happy-go-lucky sweetness, and you're destined to essentially destroy the heroes that come to your dungeon. Alright, so this is the tutorial stage, and basically we gotta work on getting gold going. So, you see these little guys here? Those are our imps. We can pick these guys up and just toss them around, and they're our little minions. They're going to help us. Now, this is our dungeon heart. This baby is going to be what makes or breaks this. If it's destroyed by the heroes, it's game over. You gotta start from the beginning. So, first off, we need to start digging some gold. There's plenty right over here. And our imps, as soon as they see me marking that, they will go and mine it out. And obviously, I gotta build a treasure room. It's giving me a bunch of tutorials. Yeah, it's giving me a bunch of treasure tutorials at the moment. This is just the beginning. But the imps are basically our little buddies. So what we're doing, let's build out a little bit of a treasure room here. Oops. I might have gone a little too far with that, but that's okay. And we got our little imps here. And they're... Yes, okay, thank you. So, I have to wait for these guys to claim this area first before I can actually start building things. So, let me see here. And I also have some spells, I believe. Right now I can only do treasure room at the moment. So, I'll just put one here for this moment. And then, yeah, there we go. He's claiming areas now. And obviously everything costs gold. The sound effects are just classic. Oh, the sound effects are just classic. Alright, so yeah, we gotta do that. We need the treasure room. And now we can actually build a lair, which is where we will house our monsters, which we will use to fight off the invading forces, because the main goal of this area is always to destroy the heroes that come to destroy your dungeon. And usually, at least particularly, the main one you have to kill is called the Lay of the Land, I believe. And we'll get to him in due time. I'm not going to be doing a full playthrough of this game, but I will show what I can. Alright, so I got that done. But now I think it's time we actually start getting monsters in here. So we need a portal in order for the monsters to come into our heart and protect us from other creatures. Right now I can only do just lair and treasure room at the moment. Now we got our little imps that are helping us out. And actually I can actually possess these little guys. Like if I could actually get a hold of one of them. Come here. Hold still, you little bastard. It's funny how the sensitivity on the mouse is more in the other game, in the main area than here. Alright, so yeah, now I am playing as my own little guy. It's weird. I could do more with that, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, there we go. So now we got our first new enemy, our new monster, a fly. And every time you create a new monster, they create a little area in the dungeon for them to sleep, because they need their rest too. Monsters need their rest too, you know. And then we just keep... Well, again, we got a lot of other creatures. Now we got a beetle, but now we need a hatchery because our monsters need to be fed. So we build a little hatchery here where we can get a bunch of chickens. Because everybody apparently eats chickens. And the imps are currently also fortifying the walls, so that way it's harder for the enemy to dig into our tunnels and essentially destroy us. So. And then we got our map over here on the side, which I think my webcam is blocking. I also have a full screen map where I can take a quick peek on everything. It's very simple controls, but you got that. And then we got Defense Computer Assisted here. So again, a lot gets done with this. And obviously this is just a tutorial level. We're not going to be getting a lot right off the bat. And again, I'm not going to be doing a full playthrough, but this game definitely gets a lot more complicated as time goes on with the various monsters you can get, the various rooms, the different enemies that you have to deal with. You can like eventually build traps and create magic and such. There's a lot to do in this game, and it will take you many hours of strategy to eventually beat it. Actually, I don't even know if I've actually properly ever beaten the game, so there's that. And you see I got our little flies here. They're kind of one of the more useless enemies of the game. Like, they're kind of annoying. They just kind of fly around and get themselves into all sorts of trouble. And we don't really want that, because half the time they'll run into the enemies before we're even ready to deal with them. And at this current point in time, there's not much I can do. Yep, and here we go. We got intruders approaching. And they're seeking gaps in our fortification. More than likely, they're going to end up coming over to this particular area because this is all open and water. You can't really do much with that. And we do get other different locations throughout the game. Like you can get a snowy level and a level that's like entirely made out of lava. It does vary from time to time. So, yeah, as you see up right over here, you see the bit of debris coming over here? That's the heroes trying to break into my dungeon. They're trying to find a way in and destroy my heart. Because again, if they destroy the heart, you're done with. And I believe there's also points where you can deal with, you can have a bunch of enemies to deal with later on. Actually, let's create some more imps here. There we go. And we'll get my guys here. I can actually go right here into my menu and click these guys and pick them up. And we can get ready for when the enemy comes. You see them little just hanging out there like, yep, I got you by the hand. I got you by, well, your butt, really. So, just gotta wait for it. Yeah, they're still puddling around. It's gonna take a while. I could just, like, have the imps dig right through and have them come right in. But I think for this, we'll just wait and get ready for the invasion, as it were. But basically the goal of it is always to at least destroy either like the full enemies, because there's going to be other dungeon keepers that are going to be out there trying to get you, or it will be defeating the heroes like the lay of the land and such. There's always at least a task. Alright, see, we got ourselves a little dwarf here. Kick his butt, boys or girls, I don't know. There's never really a specific gender. They just come out of the portal and there they are. Alright. And I should also mention that you can't actually drop your guys anywhere that isn't, like, your territory. You basically have to have it so your imps claim all this area first before that can be accomplished. And yeah, you see, these guys dug quite a distance, didn't they? And you see the fly, he's kind of good for scouting, but at the same time, he gets himself into all sorts of trouble. Like, half the time, I just get rid of my flies. You can just drop them back into the portal and they'll just go away. Or if they get mad at you enough, because again, a lot of this is management. You have to keep your monsters happy in order to make sure that they stick around. Otherwise, they will get fed up and leave through the portal, and you're not going to see them again unless you get another one that comes back. And they always come back as...
Your creatures are under attack.
All monsters are essentially like level 1 when you get them. You have to train them up. Alright, so... let's actually...
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Yeah, they're right here. Okay. Kick his butt! You can also train the imps as well. Yeah, looks like we got lost an imp, but... Alright, let me just... take him out, boys.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Yeah, savor the victory while you can. Yep, the Lord of the Land approaches. And it will tell you when the Lord of the Land approaches.
It is payday.
Yeah, again, like I said, you have to keep your monsters, like, happy. You have to make sure you have enough gold in your treasury to pay them, otherwise they will get fed up and leave. You have to make sure that they have food, otherwise they will get angry and leave. You have to make sure they have a place to sleep, otherwise they get angry and leave. A lot of it is a mixture of...
Leave us to live our lives in peace.
A lot of it is a mixture of time management and strategy. So, as you see, the Lord of the Land, he is coming. Smells my fear, please, boy. I am not afraid of you. This is only the tutorial stage. Come on. Alright, where are you? But yeah, that's usually the objective of every area, is to essentially destroy the Lord of the Land, or destroy a monster, like a rival dungeon keeper. A lot of it is basically you're the bad guy, you gotta make yourself the most powerful. Which, at the time, when I was first, getting into games, this was kind of like one of the first times where I saw, like, you could actually play the antagonist. You could play the bad guy of the game. So, in a way, that was kind of cool. Alright, go ahead, boys. Take him out. He won't take much. Again, this is the tutorial stage. There's not much you can say on this.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are under attack.
Yes, I know. This I will admit that the narrator sometimes gets a tad annoying, because it's like, okay, I get it. My guys are fighting. Okay, they're dying. Okay, I get it. You don't have to keep reminding me. I know what I'm doing, to an extent.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
Yep, okay. Well, he's not going down very far either. I got 2 more beetles over here, and he's at like 1.5 health. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, well, he's about to fall, so yeah. Work here's done. Yep, as soon as he says, you have conquered this realm, you have basically completed this stage. So, there we go. So now, basically, I can just up and leave. See? The land is yours. Press space to proceed to the next round. So, there we go. That was the tutorial stage, obviously. There's more to come. And it gives you like a little summary of what happens after you defeat the area.
Hawk.
Yeah, see, the name has
Anthrax
changed.
have taken to this land like fleas to a rat.
You like anthrax,
the region
don't you?
is, thanks to your unstinting efforts, now a major eyesore.
Yeah. And yeah, you see a lot of stats come up, and I don't know if they really have that much bearing, except maybe it's bragging rights, but yeah. This game also has... Wow. Bullfrog, you have a lot. Oh, well. I'll just type in StarHLC and move on. Alright, now see, this area is now all corrupted. We defeated it. So now we move on to the next area here.
A hideous sham of a town in which the prosperous citizens have no gripes or moans. Sadly, even the children are happy and secure. This is because they aren't punished for non-existent crimes.
Well, that sounds pleasant. Let's just mess with it a little. Again, I'm not going to be doing like a full playthrough of it. It would take too long, and chances are if you're interested in this game, or if you have nostalgic, love for this game like I do, then you will be seeing more of this. But yes, so basically we're back to where we started. So, first things first, we gotta start building up. So, there's some gold this direction, so we'll go this way and start building up. And that little bit is going to bother me if I don't have it, like, even, so...
The treasure to store gold.
Yes, I know. I'm getting to it, guys. Don't you worry none. So, let me just make a couple more imps here. There we go, a couple more imps. Claim my area here, boys. That's it. Alright, so. Build up the treasure room here. And what's this? Okay, yeah, I got that. And then, yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can actually, this is another part of like being evil. You can actually slap your imps, or you can slap your monsters, and they will work harder. Although I would suggest not doing it for every monster. There is one in particular that is very temperamental, and I would say not getting on his bad side. I forget his actual name. I believe he's like a reaper of some kind. He's like the guy that's at the front of every like advertisement for the game. He is nasty. If you slap him, he will screw you up. I remember the one time my dad attempted to tame him at one point by slapping him. The guy went absolutely berserk and killed like half of his men before he was able to finally kill him. So you gotta be cautious with some enemies. But for the most part, the most you just gotta worry about is keeping everybody happy, healthy, and secure. So, there we go. Let me just get this going. And then we'll get the hatchery going right next to it. That way they can eat right after a good nap. Or they can eat and take a nap afterwards. Something like that. There we go. Alright. And then also, if you need to make more room, you can take this little thing here with the sell room, and you can sell the plot of land that you have for more gold in case you need it. So let me just at least open up the portal, and we'll see where this goes from here. In the meantime, let's keep digging out this gold, because money speaks in this game very heavily. And again, there's various different monsters you're gonna get throughout the whole game. Like, you can actually get dragons at some point in the game. That's much later on. Until then, you get like another kind of creature, which I don't know if we're gonna be seeing them in this particular area. It might be another area later on. But it varies on different kind of creatures. You can get like a hellhound, which is like a Cerberus type. There's these maidens that are obsessed with torture. You can get ghosts and skeletons. There's a lot of different kind of creatures you can get throughout the course of the game, and they all have their different strengths and weaknesses, and you have to work around that to essentially conquer everything. Again, this is very much strategy, time management, what have you. So I gotta make some more imps, I think, because, oops, I keep pressing the wrong button, so... Alright, boys, start digging. And actually, you can train your imps up as time goes on as well. That's another thing. You can make these guys stronger to the point where they are, like, ridiculously fast and can actually do a lot of damage. I remember one time my dad, like, trained up an imp to a ridiculous level, and he actually just, like, absolutely murdered the Lord of the Land, like, instantly. It was amazing. Alright, but now the time will be coming to... Okay, yeah, we got the beetle and such, but now we can make a training room. That's what I was just talking about. So, let me make some more imps. Start claiming, boys. So that way I can start working on building up a training room. And I believe the training room will be... Yeah, okay, now we're sending more monsters in. Alright, what does this say? Walls, yep, okay, gotcha. And then we got ourselves, yep, the training room, in which we have to drop enemies, we have to drop our characters into in order to do so. And I think because I have a training room, we will have... Yeah, we got ourselves a new enemy. This little guy here. Oops, I didn't mean to slap you, but now I just made him train harder. But you got here a demon spawn. And eventually these guys end up becoming dragons later on. But these guys are basically your go-to fighters. As soon as you get a training room, they are in the training room, ready to fight. Most other monsters are very lazy and you have to drop them in, and then slap them to make them work harder. But obviously don't slap them too much because then you will also hurt them. You can actually do damage to your minions. So, you gotta be cautious. Again, a lot of it is balancing everything out with everything, but there we go. Yeah, they laugh when they're training, and then eventually they get to a point where their training doesn't matter anymore, and they will still keep training even if it's kind of useless to do so. But yeah, all right, let me see if I can build this area out a little bit more. And oh, okay, we got the fly again. Again, I'm not very fond of the fly, but... Alright, you guys start digging. Alright, so let's actually look at the map here, see if we can... Ah, yeah, there's some gold down this area, so... Head over here to this spot, and I guess we'll... there's a spot right here, so let's make our way over and grab the gold, because we kind of need it. Again, you're going to rely heavily on gold throughout this whole game. And if you don't have enough gold, you're going to be in trouble. Alright, while you're doing that, because I don't think there's any other gold spots noticeable at this current point in time.
Your creatures need a bigger lair.
Alright, so, yeah, as it says, you need to eventually increase things, so... Let's build up the lair here. There we go. That should be good. Actually, I should probably build up the hatchery too while I'm at it. There we go. But yeah, so far so good. We're doing really good considering. Again, this is only the tutorial stages. I'm not going to be doing like a full-blown thing, but might as well point out this stuff as best as I can. Alright. Let's make a bigger training room. There we go.
You have tunneled into a new area.
Oh, okay. So let's actually look at the map here and see. Yep, okay, we got ourselves another little treasure room. You can actually find... Yeah, you can actually, figure out this kind of stuff and find different little areas that you can claim for yourself, and it makes things a little bit easier. But now, the enemies are on the way. We kind of got ourselves another treasure room, so we have to be prepared because we gotta worry about enemies and a payday, yeah. Like I said, if you don't have enough, you're gonna get in trouble. Okay, the enemies seem to be coming from this direction, so let's head back over to the training room. Let's look at our guys here and see how they're doing. Now, I can only pick up 8 at a time, I believe. Alright, boys. Start training. Get yourselves going. Okay, he's getting some food, so... Alright, let's train you guys. You guys, start training. And yeah, you see these little markers up here on top here? They kind of tell you what the monsters are doing. If they're question mark, it kind of means that they're lazing about, they're not actually doing anything. If they're by the brick, that means that they're working. And then if you're over here, that means they're fighting, so... Alright, so... Let's drop a couple guys on here, take care of this guy. This guy will go down pretty quickly, even with my only level 1 guy here.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Yeah, see, that was easy. And now you can actually pick up gold yourself and put it in the
Your
treasury.
creatures are under attack.
Where? Guys, where? Okay, never mind. I guess you decided not to get attacked. Okay, you're over here now. Fair enough. Okay. So again, I'll drop you guys off and deal with these. Whee! I forgot the demon spawn did that. But yeah, a lot of strategy goes into this game, obviously. It is a strategy game.
Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are under attack.
And yeah,
Your minions are winning
you
a
can
battle.
see like little bubbles on how they are, on what they want to do. Like they're hungry, they want to go to sleep. Again, you gotta really be watching what your minions are essentially doing. Fortunately, most of it is not terrible, considering the guy will tell you what's going on, so... There we go. So you guys keep training, keep pushing, keep making yourselves much stronger. And I don't think there's any more gold I can worry about in this area. I think it's just essentially kill the enemies at this point, so... We're essentially kind of just waiting for these little guys to come and get us. They're going right into the training room. That's kind of dumb if you think about it. It's like, you're gonna try and get everybody while they're in the middle of fighting. This isn't gonna go well. Alright, you. Keep training. Okay, no, he's gonna go get some food, which, as you see, are a bunch of chickens. Everybody eats chickens in this world, apparently. Alright, let me just... That's nice. I'm just gonna make some more chickens. There we go.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Yeah, that didn't take much. Alright, I'm gonna pick up this gold here and drop it off into my treasury. Nice. Yeah. We're doing good, boys. We're doing good. Alright, where's the next area going? Okay, it looks like they're coming down this direction. Let's see.
Your creatures are under attack.
Oh, hello.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Yeah, these guys aren't gonna go very far.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Come on, take them out.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Yeah.
Beware, the Lord of the Land approaches.
We come to rid the world of your evil.
That's nice. Where are you? You're over there, are you? Okay. Come on. I'm ready for you. Oh, wait, no, that's just the water dripping. There he is. There's the Lord of the Land. Now, where are you going? Why are you going that way? Are you trying to be Mr. Sneaky Sue? Oh, you fool. Alright, well. Eventually, he'll show up again, so... In the meanwhile... Yeah, I don't think I can build a bridge just yet. No, I cannot. Eventually you can get bridges to cross over the water and the lava and such, because you can't send your guys out this way, obviously. So, actually, I could probably send a fly out. So, why don't I take a fly and see what they do? Yeah, you follow him and see where he leads. They have their uses sometimes, but most of the time these flies are just kind of useless. They're good for scouting around, but that's about it. Alright, let's see where this is leading.
Your creatures are under attack.
Okay, he's heading right over here, so...
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Oh, oops.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
There we go. Take him out, boys. The fly served his purpose for an extended period, but there we go. Yeah. That was just a joke. It really was a joke. But yeah, when it says you've conquered this realm, you're pretty much guaranteed done. Just press the spacebar, and you should be good. Bum, bum, done, boom, we are good. Let's hear what they have to say.
Dark Anna. The surviving citizens have more on their plates than a demon spawn with 3 dead adventurers to munch. Not that many citizens have survived as such.
Okay, so yeah. Sounds like quite a bit happened there. Okay, now I'm up to 4. So, again, StarHLC. And... moving on.
Water Dream War. A region of pointless frolicking and endless pleasure. No one here understands the true meaning of suffering and random shocking violence meted out arbitrarily.
I know, right? That's crazy. But I think I'll leave it off for here now, just because it's like... this is gonna take a long time. Obviously, these are still only the tutorial levels, and there is a lot to conquer. Like, this game is fairly big for such a simple concept, so that's Dungeon Keeper. This game is a big jump into my childhood. I don't know how many people, if I even showed anybody that they're interested in this game, but, you know, this is a big part of my childhood. I'm glad I got to finally be able to play it for you guys, because I wasn't sure if I was ever going to be able to do it with modern day computers, because again, this is an old game. So if you're interested in playing it yourselves, I'd say Origin I won't say is the greatest platform to do it, but it's currently on the house, free to download on there. You can play it there, and I would also suggest getting DOSBox just for safety precautions, because I believe this is also a DOS-related game. So, there you go. That's Dungeon Keeper. I'm so glad I get to play this again. I love this game so much. Obviously, yes, it is a little dated. The graphics aren't the greatest, and it can be a little oversensitive with the mouse, particularly in that one area. But overall, this is still a fun game to play, and it does make you think a little bit. And yeah, it's kind of sad that Bullfrog is no longer around. They made some good games. But this is definitely the Dungeon Keeper I'd say to check out. Not that crappy mobile game. And the second one is okay, but definitely not the greatest. But I don't know. I just can't say enough about this game. I'm so happy I can play it again. So, you know, for now, this is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell. Oh, thank you, credits. I appreciate that. Oh, Peter Molyneux worked on this. I did not know that. The guy who does Fable. Interesting. Well, there you go. A little trivia for today. Take care, and see you later.